There used to be a time when I would every now and then bring donuts to the office for my teammates because I thought that this was a nice gesture to show that I cared. Today, I would never do something like this. So, here's what happened. In 2016, I went through a transformation that changed me dramatically. I had to toss out 70% of the clothes in my closet because my body shape changed. I went from 22% body fat to 15% body fat. My energy shot through the roof. My skin started clearing up. But this is how it started. It was January of 2016, and I was at an event called the Transformational Leadership Council. It's a gathering of some of the top authors in spirituality and health and wellness all across the world. At this particular gathering, I was new, and I saw this one guy who was being presented with a gold medal by all of these other authors, and one by one they were getting up and acknowledging him and how he changed their life. So apparently he had helped a large number of these authors go through a massive health transformation. So when Eric got on stage to get his award, he announced that he was going to do this health transformation challenge again for the authors in that room, and I jumped at that opportunity. I decided to connect with Eric and sign up for the next challenge, which he called WIldFit. So it was February of 2016 that I participated in this 90-day WIldFit program. And what happened to me next was transformative. So Eric's a South African entrepreneur, and he had started a number of different companies in different fields, including a production company that worked on movies like Pirates of the Caribbean. But it's what he does in his spare time that makes him really unique. He spends a good deal of his spare time living with the San people of South Africa, hunting with them, living with their tribe, understanding their way of life. And he noticed something fascinating about the San people. Even in their older ages, he noticed that the men and women of the tribe were remarkably healthy. But here's the curious thing. Modern science shows that the San people do not do any more exercise than modern living humans. It's a myth that many indigenous tribes actually get more exercise. So what is it that made the San people so much more healthier? Eric believed it was their diet. So Eric gained an ability to flip a switch in his biology. Rather than get his body to crave sugar and burn the sugar that he's consuming, he trained his body to burn the excess fat. Our bodies today carry about 250,000 calories of excess fat around us. Eric trained his body to tap into those fat reserves for incredible energy and incredible health. And WIldFit was transforming the health of all his friends, including me. Check out these videos of fellow authors at the Transformational Leadership Council talking about what Eric just did for them.
I cannot say enough about the WIldFit program. I released weight, 19 pounds, and have kept it off.
My allergies went tremendously down, and also I started having the last year's pain in my bones, like on my knees, my joints. And after doing WIldFit, that was actually gone without doing extra exercises.
Don't know how many times I've been on diet, but every time I just couldn't make it. And thanks to Eric and the WIldFit, I lost about 20-some pounds.
And what I love about WIldFit is that it brings you the confidence to live the life you want to live, to become the owner of your choices in terms of the food you eat, and also to be aware of your habits.
15 pounds fell off. That never happened before. 15 pounds fell off, but not because it was a diet. It was because I was running a new life. WIldFit is not a diet, and it's not a lifestyle change. WIldFit is my whole psychology.
Now, isn't that amazing? Now, it wasn't just these authors. Eric also, just a couple of months back, received a gold medal from the Canadian Senate for what he did, transforming the health of a Canadian politician. So, WIldFit transformed me. It was as if I reversed my aging by a good 5 to 8 years. And you know, when you stumble upon something that's so powerful, you want to tell all your friends about it. So I told my parents, who were skeptical. My mom and my dad, who was 70, went through it, and they had a transformation. And then I decided the ultimate test was to bring this to my company. And this is where you see why I no longer bring donuts to the office. Over 100 people in Mind Valley and their spouses went through WIldFit. The results just utterly blew us away. One guy, Diab from Egypt, who was hooked on coke, finally got off his addiction. Our CTO Garrett lost 51 pounds, and the results also applied to women all across the team. And what happened is all of these transformations were happening in 90 days, but the results didn't stop after 90 days. And so as people's energy levels started shooting up, their work improved. But not only that, they started getting a desire to take up sports, to go into weight training, to start training for Spartan races. This transformed our company in a dramatic way. And that's when we knew we had to bring WIldFit to our Mindvalley student base. And that's how Mindvalley WIldFit emerged. So diets don't often work, and this is why Americans go into diets, come out of it, fail, go back into diets, come out of it, fail. The diet industry is designed to sell you a broken system, a broken product. So you have to keep buying and buying and buying over and over and over again. WIldFit reprograms your brain to only want the things which are healthy for you. If you're eating unhealthy and going for a run, it doesn't work. And you have to fix food first before you go into exercise. Using the behavioral modification system of WIldFit on Mindvalley's Quest technology, you find that your engine flips. You go from having a body that requires sugar and carbs for energy to having a body that instead burns the excess fat that we travel with. And this causes you to dramatically improve your health. If you find these ideas interesting, check out WIldFit. Our new masterclass with Eric Edmeades is airing right now, and I can't wait for you to check this out.